I had a more recent epiphany regarding overthinking, and specifically to do with the law of attraction. It's interesting because I think they both kind of combine together in unusual ways. But the overthinking mind, at least for me, is this desire to see a straight line with ideas. Meaning, if I sit down and just think it out, I know I'm going to get the answer. But in fact, I never really do. I just end up going in circles, and the circles just compound until I get so frustrated that I just give up altogether, which is too bad. Because I feel like that person who's digging for gold and is right before they get it that they give up. That's the trap of the overthinking mind. It's just, you just have to go a little bit further. When no, it's not about going further. It's about releasing from the trap altogether. It's the finger trap. It's that Chinese finger trap, which you put your two fingers in and then you can't get out, pulling this way and that. But if you just twist slightly, you're free. And that's what it's like with the mind. It's this overthinking energy that just comes upon me and won't let go, no matter what I do. So overthinking is like kryptonite. It's like it's like depression in terms of its kryptonite. It's like the anti-motivation. You think you're doing so much and you're doing actually the opposite, pushing against yourself. So what I realized in overthinking is that I'm trying to find an answer, and the answer is dancing all around me. And by letting go of needing the answer or wanting the answer, and instead playing with ideas and going forth and integrating what I learn in my creativity, meaning instead of saying, okay, I learned something, I read a book, a passage or whatever, and I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to integrate it. I'm going to put it in my calendar and it's going to be there. And then I'm going to do it. It's a do it energy. I come upon these amazing videos and they expound upon such realms of consciousness that move us beyond the 3D world, right? And it's like, how do I integrate all that? And my overthinking mind says, put it in your calendar, put it in your to-do list, and you'll get there. When in fact, I realized it's not that at all. It's in fact creating through that energy. It's taking those spiritual realizations that are just locked in the mind and allowing them to flow through your creations. My creations are through writing, free writing, writing in general, and also with video creation. And the thing of it is, when you let ideas go through your mind, body, spirit, they come out the other end, integrated unconsciously into your awareness, and therefore part of your life. So it's not about thinking your way there. It's about creating your way there. It's about allowing the expression of creativity through you. It's realizing the programming that's been there all along. And I love this little clip about owning your mind.
The overwhelming majority of our behavior, and I would actually put it somewhere along the lines of 99.9% of our thoughts, emotions, actions, and behaviors are not authentic to who and what we are. It's that severe. It's that extreme. And so liberation, self-realization, liberation, we can use those things synonymously. It does not occur until you fully and completely own your own mind. And the only way to own your own mind is to investigate what is driving your behavior. What is the core motivation between your thoughts, emotions, actions, and behaviors? And until we understand that, then it isn't our life. It's someone else's or something else's. We don't understand what's been programmed into our mind because it's been programmed into our mind. We actually think this is just how it is. It's not. It's not how it is.
See, we've been deeply programmed all along. And so most of what we do is at this unconscious level. So how else to get past that than by moving up through our body, mind, spirit, rather than just relying upon the mind? And so instead of saying, okay, here I learned this, it's using your creative expression, dance, writing, painting, drawing, however it might be to you, it's putting more importance upon those creations so that your energy moves through you, so that that unconscious pattern and routine comes out and you start to see it more. And the thing of it is that unconscious part has been with us for ages. People have named it in many different ways, one of them being Watiko.
I would use the name Watiko, and the more I understood the indigenous wisdom, they were tracking this for centuries. Mm-hmm. And in the West, it was something, there were different names for it, but it wasn't in like the common vocabulary. I had the recognition that Watiko, or whatever name you call it, but I was using the name Watiko, that it's at the bottom of the madness and the evil that's playing out collectively in our world, that it's at the very root of it, both individually in our own psyches, how we play out our own self-destructive patterns, how we enact our shadow in, sort of in abusive ways in relationship, and as if iterations of a fractal that was internested in each other, what's playing out collectively on the world stage.
So we know it's been there throughout the ages. The journey that each of us is on, even when you're learning something, is not necessarily going to be a linear thing. It's a squiggly line. Creative patterns are that squiggly line. At least for me, when I've tried to force things into a straight line, they don't always fit. And so when I allow for the squiggliness to happen, when I allow myself to take detours and follow different synchronicities and intuitions, then I come upon not just where I want to go, but there's so much more richness and actually further clues as to where I should go next. So those intuitions, those synchronicities are like a cheat code in the universe. The universe gives you those. But if you just expect to pound it out with your logical mind, that's where overthinking is a trap.
That's basically not using your whole power, because we have a whole energy field in us, around us. In this field, we carry so much wisdom. We carry the past, the future, the eternal now, the lineage, family lineage, the things we've been through, the lessons we had, the world, the unseen world. Everything is in this field. But if we just got stuck in our head area and just using our brain, we are putting so much energy in something that actually created the problem. And you can solve the problem with the same thinking that created the problem. You get what I'm saying? And the thing with overthinking, sometimes we're overthinking things like we got rejected or something didn't work out in the way we wanted to work out. And if we're going to overthink in how am I going to make this work out for me, we are fighting maybe against something greater than us, because the universe knows what we don't know. I believe that rejection is protection. I believe that if one door closes, there is another way for me.
The more that I have allowed creation energy to come through me, the more I've found that there are answers, not just in the moment, but on an ongoing basis. And that's where I tend to review my writing and pull out different things that I was like, wow, I wrote that before? That was like my future self in communication with my present self. It's that kind of energy that's surprising. And you get it from reviewing free writing, from reviewing what you create. Maybe you paint something, and in that painting is this energy that is from your future self or from your past self. And the body holds different things. It's patterns of that. So even getting massage, you can release those patterns through different parts of your body. And different creation energies, sexuality as well, but that's obviously gets very taboo for most people, which is unfortunate because there's a wellspring of creativity and energy. That force actually creates life, so it can do so much more in intentional guidance. But again, that's a dangerous place to go. Think about why creation energy is so dangerous, because it is unpredictable and will go past whatever AI or whatever patterns are there that are these fixed patterns that we are guided towards with fear. When we embrace creative energy, we become like the errant that Jason Bashir talks about. We may do something totally unpredictable. And when we do follow these unpredictable synchronicities and creative bents or creative sidetracks, then we are able to see beyond the matrix. We're able to see beyond the constructs of fear. And in that sense, we escape it all. And that unpredictability is something that we can use not only in the immediate with what we're doing, but also on an ongoing basis as we enrich our lives, intentionally living rather than always reacting in fear. And so embrace creative energy. Embrace that as a way to integrate what you learn, as a way to follow the patterns and seams in reality that they don't want you to see. They don't want you to look behind the curtain. And creativity, in its truest form, allows you to do just that. If you like this video, you're definitely going to like this other one right here. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time. I've embraced the voiceover as a different pattern of expression. Let me know in the comments on what you think.